So I'm standing on the road outside of Wilcox, Arizona, on my way into the Aravaipa Canyon wilderness to go get my motorcycle that I had to abandon yesterday afternoon. I got myself into a real pickle. It turned into a bona fide desert survival ordeal for me, and now I have to pick up the pieces. And I called my girlfriend and she came up here with her 4x4 pickup truck, and we're gonna try to go back in there and see if I can get my bike out today.
This is awesome. I mean, we're here under slightly adverse circumstances, but what a great, cool spot. This is really special.
I just passed a vehicle coming the other direction, and it was a Toyota 4x4. And I suspected that perhaps maybe they came in across the Rug Road, and so I asked them, and indeed they did. I asked them if they saw my bike, and they said yes. They saw it on the side of the road. They stood it up, because when I left it, it was on its side still. They stood it up, and he wasn't able to get it started. He said it was leaking a lot of fuel, and he's a KTM dirt biker himself. So I don't know even if I get out to the bike, if we hike out there, if I'm gonna be able to get it started. But at least at this point, I know my bike is still there. He said my camera gear, my helmet, jacket, all that stuff was still there as well. So that's an update, and I was able to ease their mind because they were a little concerned about whose motorcycle it was and where that person was. So now they know the full story, and so do you. So this is my campsite where I slept 2 nights ago and had a really peaceful time in this canyon. It was a beautiful evening, and then I got up early in the morning and walked around and shot some video in this amazing canyon environment. I'm going to record a track from here on Gaia GPS so that I know exactly how many miles it is from here to where my motorcycle is, because that's where I walked out yesterday. I left my motorcycle in the mountains and I walked back to this campsite. So this whole road that I'm traveling on now, from all the way back from where the campsite was, is what I walked out on last night in the late afternoon. So this section here is really steep with a big drop off to the left. Definitely going to be in first gear coming down that hill. This is a steep ass road right here. I can see Eva coming up the hill.
I love driving off-road. It's so fun.
Let me tell you, you have the best attitude ever.
I'm like, I know we're rescuing Sterling's bike, but this is awesome. I could do this all day.
It's super fun, huh?
It's so fun. It's a lot easier in a vehicle than it is on a motorcycle. You know, it's like, you're like, okay, you know, just mash the clutch a little bit. Oh, this would be a good for low section. It's just like on a motorbike, you're like, okay, am I gonna eat shit? Am I gonna stall out? This is gnarly. What's around that next turn? It's like, you're just like, oh yeah, it's like a little video game.
Yeah. Well, this is the easy part.
I know. I'm like, wow, damn, you must have got yourself into some shit. And you were probably having an amazing time up until this point.
Well, like Eva said, I really was having a good day riding on this section of the road yesterday. But as you can see, you really do not want to overshoot a corner or you're going down a cliff ending up in the cactus. There's a lot of really sharp things just off the edge of the road. We're just coming up to Parsons Grove now. It's down the hill here where these trees are. It was 8 miles to get back here from where I camped. We're going to get in Eva's truck now, and we're going to go down this section here. It gets really rough. It goes down and up and down and up, and I suspect after about 2 to 3 miles, that's where we'll find my bike and get it loaded up. This is like plan C now. We tried to get up in Eva's truck, and right away we realized it was going to be way too difficult.
Gnarly, super gnarly.
And she's got a clutch, a manual transmission, so it was just starting to smoke the clutch. And 2 or 3 more miles of that business would not work. So,
And then we would have 2 vehicles that needed to be rescued, and it's better to quit while you're ahead.
So we're just going to walk to the bike, assess the situation, pick up my camera gear, if I can get it started, I'll try to ride it out. That's the plan. We're going to start the long hike to the bike. We've got food, we've got water, and we've got our dog with us. So this is the remains of Table Mountain Mine up here. And I didn't really stop and shoot any video or take any pictures yesterday when I crossed back and forth. You can see this old safe back here from a bygone era. And this is at a high point, and I believe the bike is going to be down the road that way. You know, walking up these roads that I rode up yesterday morning, I can't believe that I actually rode up some of these roads. And coming down the last hill that we just walked down, I'll have to ride back up it. And that's about as challenging of a looking road as I've ever ridden up. So even if I can get the bike started, we're not out of the woods. It's gonna definitely take some good riding to get out of here.
The level of challenge out here is real. Like, these roads are gnarly.
I'm just looking at this, trying to imagine riding up this on my bike, and it just kind of blows my mind that I even did it.
This is the kind of stuff that I would never, in a million years, ride my GS on, ever. Like, I would go home, cry, and then go to the bar instead.
Yeah, just look at these rocks here. Like, this is...
And the camera never shows it, but it's so fucking steep. Like, you watch this stuff and you're like, oh, that guy's a pansy. He can't get over that. No, it's like so steep. It's crazy, but I'm glad we're out here and I'm glad we're getting it done. And yeah, I'm glad everybody's safe.
Okay, there's the bike. And when I left it, it was sitting in those bushes, laid on its side right here.
Oh, right here.
See what we can do, if it even starts. It's a steep little hill right here.
Okay. Switch your fuel tank.
Oh, it is. Okay, here we go. We're gonna give it a shot. Okay, see if I can get it out and back to the van. Okay, yeah. So far so good. Slow and easy, but not too slow. Skidding the rear wheel. Okay, foot dabs, foot dabs. Okay, this is tough. Okay, I just gotta ride it out, get a little momentum. A little speed, get some mojo over a ledge, over some ledges, big rocks. Rocks, big fucking rocks. Okay, on the berm. Energy, control. Okay, rest. Okay, big rocks. Okay, I made it this far, up and over that part, so that's a confidence builder. I'm gonna wait for Eva to come and have her help me pick up the bike. All right, you want to get on that side? Or?
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so much lighter than a GS.
Yeah. Try again.
Okay, get it, babe. You got this.
Ah, mother!
You're in the fucking foliage right now.
I feel really good about this so far. I was pretty nervous when we were getting started. I didn't want it to be a cluster right from the beginning. I fell over a couple times, but I more or less made it down here to the bottom in relatively short order. So that kind of gave me a boost of confidence. Now there's just this one really steep hill climb up ahead. It's rocky, it's loose, there's a few big ledges. And if I can, I'm just gonna try to conquer it all in one go. If I do, that will be the highlight of my day, of my week, of my year. Oh shit, I'm not even on the road. The road actually goes over that way to the right, and we're gonna try to push and use the engine to get it up this really steep part right behind me. Fuck yeah. Woo! That was one hell of a ride and one hell of an epic bike recovery. I can't believe we made it today before sundown. I wasn't thinking I was going to be able to get the bike out of there, but I did. I'm okay. The bike is here. The van is here with cold beer inside. We've got Eva's truck with my bike ramps. So we're going to have a cold beer. We're going to pack up everything and get the hell out of here. We didn't even make it out of here last night. We're still up on top of the mountain. It was a little too dark to drive out.
It's a nice place to wake up. I'm glad you're in one piece.
I'm glad I'm in one piece. I feel like I'm in about 25 different pieces, and all of them hurt in different ways. And I'm just looking at my new motorcycle here. It's got some new scuffs and dings, and definitely looks like a more used motorcycle than when I started. There wasn't any scratches on it, and now, boy, it's full of scratches.
It means you're using it.
I'm using it. So anyways, that's it for this one. Thank you.